Okay, friends, welcome back to Thinking and Destiny, yet another session for the wisdom that Percival is giving to us. It's an awesome thing that we are learning. So many things that we are perceiving in this world are nothing but our thinking only. So before we go further, what Percival is giving us this week, let us connect to his consciousness and meditate on his consciousness for 5 minutes. Let the wisdom flow through every one of us. Please sit in a meditative posture. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. For having an eyewear, please remove it. We don't need it now. Please focus on your in-breath and out-breath. How we are taking a vital energy into each and every part of your body. This energy, with this energy only, we are living. The moment breath is separated from us, the breath form is separated from us, we are no more the physical entities. Concentrate on in-breath and out-breath. Observe your soft, tranquil breath. We learned so many concepts like hallucination, somnambulism, and hypnotism. Hallucination is nothing but, there's nothing, but with our thinking we are creating something, we are feeling something, it is already existing. How powerful it is, even though it is not there, with our mind, with our thoughts, we are creating, we are feeling. That is a hallucination. And the other concept we learned last class is somnambulism, in which you have strong impressions on your breath, on your breath form, which you wanted to do it. But out of fear, you are not doing it, you are not able to do it. But in the sleep, you are giving a self-suggestion to your body, do that, do that, do that. And the body is waking up and going and doing that and coming back to the normal sleep. Third one is hypnotism that we learn, where you are giving a control of your mind to somebody else. You are totally giving a control to someone else. Somebody else is controlling your mind. You are giving that permission. How powerful our mind is, friends. The way we think. What are the things that we can do? How these thoughts are making a strong impressions within us. And even in the dreams, even in the sleep, we wanted to do those things. With all these things, Percival is trying to tell us, we are making our destiny with our thoughts. Whatever we are thinking, wherever we are focusing our energy, those things are getting manifested. Those things are coming to reality. Let's proceed further. What Percival is giving to us today. Place your hands on your eyes for a few seconds. Open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face. Okay, friends. Last class, we learned about death. At the time of death, we should be aware of it. We should be aware, or we should be conscious of it. So what is the conscious? We have to be conscious of, we should be awareness. Then only we can able to understand that light. We can able to understand. Otherwise, there will be so many fears, so much of trauma that we will be going through that. We may not able to understand that light of intelligence, or we may not be able to understand which state we are in. So here it is a continuation part from the last class, how actually we will feel if we don't have that awareness or anything, what will happen, how the communications will happen with the dead. So apparitions they call, or we call as a ghosts. So how those things will try to us, and the doer becomes conscious. When the doer becomes conscious that his body got died, so when does it will happen? So that we will see today. So this is the 6th class of psychic destiny. So just before going to that, let me share whatever that we are just talking about. Screen 1, let me share screen 1. Here is the one. If you are seeing the body, are you able to see my screen? So here is the gross physical body. So these are all the different bodies. So this is the gross physical body, is the one that which we are actually living. All these bodies are still there, and how those things will be happening, that we will see. Before we go further, I'll show you one more, figure 5D. Where is that? I opened. Let me show you one figure before I go there. Here, if you see, right, this is the figure that we are going to focusing on today. Let me close this. Can I close this? Okay, is it a bigger one? A bit, right? Now. So here, these are all the 12 forms we have seen, right? So this is the birth line and this is the death line. We are seeing this to 12 forms. Life of the physical body, okay. After death, dream of the life section, judgment, hell, separation from the gross desires section, separation from the lower thought section, purification of the breath form section, purified breath form section, composite happiness section, peaceful rest section, thought of life section, embryonic section, placental life, form of human body, of sex section, and life of the physical body. So we are going to see all this after death. So from all these things we are going to see in this class. Okay, what are the things? So that will happen. I'll stop it here. So I'm just wanted to show this one so that you will have an idea like what we are talking about it, right? So this is the 6th phase of the psychic destiny, which passes after the death. After death, we have seen various entities that were combined into the human and gradually separate. All the entities will be combined and then gradually separate one after the other. The more quickly the fourfold physical body is decomposed, the better it is for the whoever is for the doer. So the more quickly you are decomposing your body, it is better, because when the doer sees that, okay, he was that attachment will be gone. Otherwise, my body is there, I want to go, I want to do something, that kind of things. That is why in the last section we talked about cremation is the best thing, because cremation immediately within 3 days. That's why they say, right, within the day itself, the people will do it. If not within 3 days, they will do it. The more you keep that body, you are giving that actually the punishment to that soul, because soul is always trying to cling to the body and always trying to come to the body. That is why cremation is the better. Other things that we see in, right? So it takes a lot of time. If not cremation, you can even throw the body to the water, so that body will become a food to this water living things, right? So somebody will throw the body in the sea. That is also there in some of the traditions. So that will become the food again, food to the whoever living, the fishes or whatever the living entities, right? So that will become a food. And once that flesh got digested by these foods, then your body was decomposed and there is no body there. So you as a doer will not cling to your body, because the better the body was decomposed, the doer is detached into this physical world. When the physical body is consumed, the elementals, the nature units or atoms, molecules and cells, it's a freed up. The doer is freed up from the earth space. So it is always better. So as I shown you that the figure, right? So then what is left when the physical gross body was consumed? Then what is left? The radiant astral body was left during the life. But as you remember, there are the 25 parts, only the 5 parts were gone. The 5 parts of the Panchabhutas were gone. You still have Gnanendriyas, you still have all these, the sense organs, all these things are there. Tanmatras, everything is there with it. You have Ahankara, Buddhi, and soul, all the 20 elements are there with you. So these two, so still you can see, still you can hear, still you can feel, touch, all those things are there with the astral body also. Okay, during the life, the contracted, here you are with the breath form is also separated from you. Breath form is separated with the astral body. Astral body is went and it took away the form, and from the visible, clairvoyants can see. It is now only the shadow of the physical body. So clairvoyants can see as just the shadow. It can't see that, because when actually it is coming, the clairvoyant sees so much clear, but here it is not. During the life, the fluid body was the carrier. When it is in the physical body, so what is saying? The fluid body was the carrier of the life of the physical body from the food. That 4 states of the matter was furnished. In the physical body, each cell is insulated and not touching. In the physical body, each cell is insulated, but they are not touching each other. What it is making it touch and what it is making it a binding is this astral airy body, right? Airy fluid state body is coming in between those atoms, and the body is totally, it's a binding together. So now the breath form is gone, this airy fluid state is gone. So now the solid body is there in the earth, which is decomposed after the death, which got decomposed. Now this airy solid body, if it wants to come and live in the earth, or now what it needs, it need actually the physical. So previously the physical body needs this airy and radiant element, because then only the physical body can carry. But now, because the physical body was dead, so you need that area, radiant, whatever the body, that should be there. After the death, the astral body has lost the touch of the breath form and the solid body. So it decays. So it needs that touch. So it is always trying to get some physical body. Otherwise, it cannot be. The roles were reversed here. So the life of the grosser physical body depends on the astral. But after death, the astral depends on the grosser physical body. So can last as long as that does. So that is why if the physical body is there, as long as the physical body is there, that try to cling to that body. So that is the reason why they said, okay, it is a decomposing is the better. So the better, the faster the decomposition of the body, the better the soul will understand and it will go, which will dissipated after the death and takes no part in any of the other death states of the doer. So when the body was decomposed, it won't take. Okay. The breath form its 4 senses, and the portion of the doer remains together in the atmosphere of the doer and go together through process usually called the hell. This entity is the human without fourfold physical entity. Without the physical fourfold physical entity, this will go. So the hell or purgatory state, that is what in some of the books you can see this as the purgatory state. Because once it is done, once your physical body is done, then you are going to the state where they will go there, where you will see the body after the death. You will see, and some of the things here you will not immediately, the doer will not become conscious that you are dead. You will not feel that one. There are so many people who will, even though some light of intelligence came when you are leaving the body, that time you agree that okay, I will leave the body, but still you have that clinginess. You want that, you have that attachment towards the worldly things or people or whatever it is, the things that you accumulated, the relationships that you built. So because of that, you may not feel that you are dead. You feel that, oh, some dream came, that's why I did. I didn't die. That kind of feeling will be there. It may be conscious in a dream without being aware of its identity. A person's dreams during the ordinary sleep, like you are sleeping in the ordinary sleep, right? That's how even that soul will think that, oh, I didn't die. I'm still there. So I'm still there, and I'm just. It is all the dream. Whatever it is happened, right? So it's so it thinks that sometimes whenever whatever it happened up to that, it is still the thing. So what it will do is, what it will happen is, when you go to that astral, you have the different plane in the astral. So when you go to the immediately the astral plane, what it will happen is, oh, I dreamt it, I didn't die. So because I'm able to feel, I'm able to do everything. So you still feel that you are having that life in you. And what you will do, you will try directly go, okay, today you are doing some job, let us take, okay, you are doing some job, you will go to the office. Because here in the astral world, whatever it is there, you are imagining. Whatever, with the thought you can create anything, right? So when with the thought, when you can create everything. So when you want to go to the office, okay, I'm working for Oracle office and I have to go to the office, okay, let's go. So the Oracle office building, you will see. So you'll go there. Okay, today some program is there, some people, or my colleague. The moment you are just remembering your colleagues, those colleagues will appear. It is not that actually the real physical people are appearing. This is all your thoughts only. So they will be appearing and you are just working there. So some people who are actually delivering the parcels, they will go and deliver the parcel. Same thing. Some clerk who is typing, so will do. Librarian, they will go to the library and set up the books and all. So they will be doing. Why? Because those were the strong impressions that made on the breath form. Every day you are doing the same task. So those were the strong impressions that happened. So the death, whatever it happened previously, the light of ray of intelligence came and it said, and you ready to leave the body. All that you are thinking that I dreamt of it. I dreamt of it. So you are thinking, and again you started doing it. The fisherman will go and fish. So like this, it will happen everything. But only thing that you can remember is, these things you can do only the things that you have done in the earth plane. Whatever that the things that you already done in the earth plane only you can do. You will not do the new things. In the earth plane, you have a physical body, you are actually able to think, you are able to learn so many things, right? There you cannot do the same thing, same thing. Suppose you wanted to eat a gulab jam. If you already eat the gulab jam in the physical plane, then only you can taste the gulab jam there. Otherwise, even if the gulab jam is there, you don't know the taste because you do not have that physical body. So you don't know the taste. You cannot do that. So whatever the task you are doing, the task also which you already learned in the physical plane, those tasks only you can do in the there. Otherwise, you cannot do anything new. So at some point, you remember, you will feel that what I'm doing it over and over again. The rich continues to be rich. Okay, I'm a rich person. I'm doing this. The poor will continue. Okay, I have only this much, because he doesn't know, right? Because if he knows that this is an astral plane, and whatever that I think I can get it, then he can think of. But he is not thinking. He is thinking that I'm still in the physical plane, and he is going and imagining in his own limited thing only. That is why they say that whatever the other knowledge that you get, it may or may not come with you. But whatever the knowledge that you learned about yourself, the self one, right? The self, whatever that the Atman, that knowledge will continue to the life after life after life. So whatever that knowledge that you gain in this life, the next life, when you are just a click of a button, you can go there. So whatever that you learn, you can already go there. And also because when you are aware of all these things, then you will understand like where you are. You can always, you need not waste your time there also, because the people who doesn't know anything, they are thinking it is also dream. Actually, as the other mentioned, now in this lifetime also, whatever the physical world also, this also, it is a long dream. We are thinking it is a real, but it is not the real. It is also a dream where we are just came. We are all the spiritual beings came for the human experience, but we are not thinking this. We are thinking this is the 100 years or 90 years is the permanent life, and we are clinging on to the so many things and relationships and so many other things in this life. So here, when you are making that such a strong impression, suppose a mother who loves the kids so much, the morning getting up and doing the lunch, packing up and sending and making them study, all the things that is the one she did all through life. Suddenly, if she dies, what will happen? Morning, she'll get up. Okay, nothing happened. Okay, let's do today morning. Okay, wake up the children and do, because it is all creating with her thoughts, and she's got such a strong impressions that happen. That is what he gave some examples. The fishermen continue to fish, and the parcel man will go and do that. So some people who love the shopping, they will still go and do that. So all the things, they'll continue to do the things because their impressions were so strong that they are not coming to the consciousness that they die. So they are still continuing those activities in the astral plane, the first plane. All these states, the doer lives over the scenes from the life that he left. Whatever the life he left, only those scenes he can live. If he did not live those scenes in the life, in the earth plane, he cannot live in the here. So nothing new is done. So there is a nothing new. So at one point, you will feel that what I am doing, every day the same thing. So at one point, you will try to realize the false ego. If you remember, there also you will remember as a false ego. Other person may seems to be, but all other person also you will create in your scenes, because this was clearly explained. These two, three chapters were the whole book of Soul's journey was given in this 2-3 chapters only here. Okay, then if you see that the all the things, bookkeeper will go. So you feel that you are dreaming and you are just doing all the things. So the fleshy body was dead. The doer is not yet aware that he has passed through death and does no new thinking. That he is doing automatically whatever the things. The condition may be illustrated by the scenes that has once acted, which are reproduced by a cinema 1,000 times. The same cinema you are playing 1,000 times. So what will happen when you are watching the same movie? At one point, you will get bored. What is this? You wanted to, you don't want to watch that movie, right? Same thing. You are living the same life again and again. So you don't want to live this life and you want to go, right? Not all the doers pass through this. Not every doer will pass through these stages, because if you don't know, if you are not aware of your self-knowledge, suppose you are all learning that, okay, in the astral thing, we are doing the same thing. The moment, because this knowledge is the one which we are carrying, right? Because this is all the self-knowledge. So when you are carrying, the moment you are actually feeling like repeating, okay, I'm not in the physical plane, I'm in the astral plane. I have to use this time to learn more new things. It is not the thing that I have to live my life again and again. It's a true that I have left the physical body. If you are coming to that awareness, you will go to the next plane of that astral thing. You will not wait there in the first plane and do all these things. If these states, the doer with its breath form, the astral plane of the physical plane, the astral plane. So the moment, anybody tried to come, so here, some of the places, right, here what will happen is, in some cases, you may want to try to communicate with the people over the things. There are some of the people who die suddenly, or something happened, like all of a sudden deaths or anything. So they wanted to show some documents where he kept to the plan, to the people, something like that. I'm just saying an example. So they wanted to show, so they will come and influence the people. They'll try to talk. The only problem is here, the doer try to talk, but the people in the physical plane cannot see these astral people. They cannot see, but still they try to influence, they try to, because this is the one, it is the apparitions, right? That's what. So apparitions are the dead. So, but they are trying to communicate the doer, but the doer cannot be seen. The doer is not cannot be seen this appearance, right? So there are various kinds of appearance. There are some are like this, and some maybe they will influence in the dream. So something it is there. So some in the dream they will try to give some the ideas to these people, right? So somehow they try to communicate. Not all of the appearance are really the astral people. There are some of the appearance who are just spooks. They will try to come and bug the people also, because they wanted to have the physical life. Not everybody was coming actually to tell something. It's not like that. So the doer is dreaming, one who is a present in sitting, may be attracted to the media, or after waking from the dream, before judgment, a doer may, or rare occasions, drawn from the media to give the information or express regret to one who is living, or attempt having something done. So he wished to have before he is departed. Whatever that he wished to do before he departed, he may try to attend, and he may try to do that one. So if the doer are the mean, the low, or a brutal nature, some of the drunkards, criminals, miseries, all are the cruel, and about the things are early. As the dreams of, so these are the things that they are trying to do, and insane infusions of the souls. So most of the apparitions will come through medium. So most of the apparitions will come through a medium, or in the time of the spooks also can come. So these are the apparitions, and not much of the things that we can give, because there are very rare cases, and all other vividly many cases all the spooks also can come. So what happened here? In this the sheets were rats, all these other shades or rats are also there, because in that soul journey you can see some shells are there, astral cells. With the shells, some part of that astral particle, they also try to contact this physical body people. So let us not give the much importance of this, because these are all senseless, we can say. Those people, those things, whatever they are doing is not much of the sense. So these apparitions, what they're doing is, yeah, here they will say, because they also come in the white cloth, right? That's what you see, the ghost comes in the white cloth. Why? Because at the time of death, you usually put the white cloth on the body. So with that white cloth only, they will just wrap around. So that is the reason why you see that they are having that ghosts are always seen in the white clothes only. And also they won't walk, because they need not bathe. Their body was very light, right? So they can just penetrate through the walls, and also because they're very light bodies, and they can even penetrate those atoms and molecules in the walls. So that is how, that is the reason why the ghosts were seen, the flying kind of thing, and also with the white cloth. Suppose if you are actually, if that body, when you are giving, if you are whatever the cloth that you are giving at the time of the burying or whatever, so that cloth only it will come when they try to talk to anyone on the physical body. That's what it's saying. If the burial clothes were used, the wrath appears in the burial clothes only. Okay. So the wraths are they are apparent that are seen some costume worn during the life. So there are some of the appearance they seen some costumes that are actually worn that they are in the life also, because they are fond of that kind of clothes or whatever it is, right? So they may be dreaming that are actually they were living in that, and they are just wearing and coming. Okay. Another kind of apparition is which may occur either while the doer do not know the death of the body, or before it enters dreaming, or before the judgment when the doer has finished dreaming, or may not know having passed through the death. That is what here the key point is. There are many souls who does not know, even after death, they does not know they have passed through. They have passed this physical body, and they are just not in the physical. So that is the key here. So until that, these people are in the astral plane, one, they are living this kind of life. Until they realize what is that I'm saying, repeated movie, right? Then only they will just go. Otherwise, they are just living life like. So same living life, they are just doing it. The magnetic connections between the breath form and the letter, document, treasure, and other objects. So see, until this letter, document, treasure, whatever that you just hidden some treasure here, right? Some object ceases. So that magnetic force will bring that astral body to the physical plane again and again. That is why we say do not cling or do not have any of the so much of what do you say, so much of I'm not getting the right term in English.
Vasana.
Yes, vasana is Telugu word, but I'm just trying to get the English word. So much of attraction, not attraction.
Attachment to some
attachment,
clinging,
yes, attachment, clinging or attachment to the physical things. If you are so much of attachment and things, suppose the people who are money kind of thing, who are actually having so much of treasure, they don't want to leave this earth. So that magnetic force is still pulling the astral body to the physical earth only, even though you do not have body. So you always try to, so what, just imagine the things, right? If you are clinging so much, even though you can progress in your life, you are actually wasting your life by clinging onto these physical things. And here the physical people cannot see you, how bad it is. That's how you are. So this person, right? So actually he is in a danger kind of thing. So are some of the people, like they may be danger because and you become like, so somebody is in a danger. You wanted to prevent that from the living person, like your son or your daughter or somebody. So you wanted to prevent a marriage. You wanted to prevent doing some wrong thing. You wanted to do some revenge on someone. So all these things, the magnetic force will pull you back if you have so much attachments also. Even if you have attachment, so much attachment to your kids also, you will pull down. You wanted to do something more to your kids. You don't want to go, right? So there also you will be doing. This is an unconscious dream. This is a very unconscious, such a dream is you are in that dream. Eventually the doer becomes, or he will understand that he passed the body, he is in the death. Okay, it is awakened by the own breath form or by the light of its own intelligence by entities appointed by the purpose. So some entities will try to teach you, like in the earth also, some people, we come across so many people are teaching us, okay, do this, don't do this meditation, or do this kind of thing, do this is good for you, this is good for you. So many people are teaching, but only we are not taking. Similarly, there also, there are so many light of intelligence, so many people will try to come and tell you that you are dead and you have to do this. But only at some point you will be getting to know that, okay, then you will get coming into the terms. When the doer is awakened, it connects to the four senses, which are the breath form. It is awake as it was the waking state on the earth, but it cannot do any thinking other than very thoughts it had during the lifetime. So you will understand, I'm not getting any new thoughts other than whatever that is already there already. So I am not there in the earth. When we are in the earth, we don't think. Each day we have a new ideas. We are living life very newly. So we are wearing, suppose let us take, we are wearing every day new dress, every party new dress we are wearing and going, so much fun. But once you go there, whatever you wore here, that only you can wear. You cannot think in a simple thing. You cannot wear anything. You cannot go new parties. Already the parties which you already went, that only you can do. You can replay the scene. You cannot go the new. Then at one point you will understand. So something is not right. Something is there. The doer maybe in this go over the past life. Then he will understand. Okay, my body was passed away. There you are given the scenes of your past life. You are living again the past life. So here it is not that again you will start from a kindergarten kind of thing. All the scenes will be passed on to you. So all the scenes, whatever that you have done, right, stage after the stage, in the past kind of a real kind of thing, all the stage will be shown. Okay, here suffering, the doer itself, after it's passed through the breath form, both these stages are purifying. Here you will suffer, or you will suffer a lot, because the suffering here, this part is the kind of a hell or a purgatory, because there you are a pure soul, you are not in the physical. So you understand that, okay, these kids are these my children, my things, my house, this is my property, all these things is not there. I just went unused and come back. That is the universe things, that is the nature things. So I need to leave. So when you are leaving all the things, you will understand, but whatever that you have done, right? So how badly I treated my neighbor's kid for the sake of my kid. When you are seeing that particular scene, if you see, then you feel very bad. So that is actually suffering. So that suffering could be the hell. That suffering, that is what he is saying in the next, right? So that suffering is the that suffering is nothing but the hell. When the doer eventually become the conscious that the body has died, it awakens after the sleep, and if the fourfold physical body has not been dissipated, okay, this I already explained, the same thing he's repeating, it is not already dissipated, then you see that, okay, you can try to go back, otherwise you can just come back, right? You can come and see. So you will understand at one point, you will come and see that, okay, you understood this, the body is not there. So it is dressed in a favorite dresses, so dreams, all the things. This also I have, because this was a repeated at the 21 and 22, some of the topics were. Nothing more than there is a known after the death states was during life. So you are understanding there's nothing more than whatever I lived, you are sooner or later in this way, the doer becomes aware that it is to be judged, its thoughts, deeds on the earth. So this is a judgment time. So once you understand that you are dead, so that is the time of judgment. So sooner or later, the one has to understand you have to be judged. So what is that judging? So then the ray of light, the passage, it will come and disappear. It will come. So what will happen is everywhere you see the light of intelligence is coming, trying to tell you, right? So everywhere you see the light, you feel that I cannot take this light anymore. You try to escape. You try to go here, go there. You try to call even the God, because the God is the one which you are trying to call here, right? In the physical plane, you are calling whenever some difficulty comes, oh God, come and help me. Oh, whoever, oh Christ or oh Lord Rama or Baba, whoever it is, will come and help, will ask, right? There also, because you cannot take that light, you wanted to escape and you will try to call the God, but you will not remember the God name, because God also cannot save. You will call your friends, you will call your protectors, you will call, oh, I have that much money, that much power. So you will try to, and at one point, oh, I did that good thing. Why this is suffering? Why this suffering to me? You will remember all good karmas that you have done on the earth plane. Everything you'll remember, but still nothing will come and help you, because this is the period that you have to undergo the light. So finally you will accept that light. So even if devil is there also, devil, can you help me kind of thing, right? But the devil is there, that also nothing can help you from this light of intelligence. It is trying to, it is a conscious that not even these would take out of the light. Nobody. It feels that this light, the conscious of the light of intelligence, is the conscious of everything. Then you will feel that this conscious, whatever there, that light of intelligence, that is the conscious, that is the light of intelligence that is there everywhere. In you, in me, in everybody, every one of us, it is the same consciousness that is there. Gradually, that light makes the doer aware that it does not even own the form it is in. Then gradually, it doesn't have any form also. You're just feeling that light, something is coming, but there's no form also. The doer, then you feel that you are the doer and your breath form is separate. The breath form is also separate. Your senses are also separate, right? You feel that. So at one point, they will show you are here and your breath form is here. Your senses are here. Whatever the senses are in front of you. How do you feel with that light? Even the senses are not there. You cannot feel, or you cannot do anything. Your senses are not there. Your senses are before you. There is an absolute silence. You feel you are naked. Your senses are also not with you. Nothing is there. You feel you are naked. The doer cannot see. The doer cannot hear anything. So here that light of intelligence through the breath form brings out all the thoughts that were invisibly impressed upon during the life which has passed. You will see in that breath form, you will see all the thoughts. Whatever the thoughts that were impressed, so much impressed on this breath form, that you will see in the breath form. You are separate and that breath form is separate, and you are seeing all the thoughts are there in the breath form. The body or the persons and the places and settings brought out by the light and shut off by the doer. So everywhere, the places, persons, all are nothing but just the light of intelligence. You are seeing that. They appear the thoughts which the doer issued during the lifetime. Whatever the thoughts that you issued during the lifetime, those thoughts are appearing here in this breath form. Those thoughts only, the doer feels that through its heard all the appears in the breath form of its own. The entire life is passing one by one, and it felt the doer. The conscious light is the truth. What you are seeing is only one, that is the consciousness. The light of consciousness is only the truth. There is nothing else in this world is truth. Everything is coming in the consciousness only. Consciousness is taking in the form of a mountain somewhere. The consciousness taking in the form of an aeroplane somewhere. The same consciousness is taking in the form of Sirisha somewhere, and form of Prasanna somewhere, and some form of Pushpa somewhere. So all these things. So it is taking the same consciousness is taking in the different forms. So when you feel that the same thing is there in everywhere, so there is nothing what you can do, whatever that you are done, right? So the judgment is the true. Whatever the judgment that they will give, you feel that that's a true. It is not biased, it is not favor, it is not ill will. So the judgment will be just the pure judgment for whatever that you have done for you. So that only you feel. So once you understand that everywhere it is only the light and thing, then the light withdraws. Then again, your breath form comes with you, because you have not suffered. It is trying to make you understand, right? Now also, everyone is saying, every one of us, the consciousness, but how many of us are really experiencing that consciousness in everyone? If we can see that consciousness in everyone, we don't speak ill about any single person, because we have not truly understand that consciousness. If we consciously understand, then that is where we wanted to say that Aham Brahmasmi state. If we can do it, the way we behave, the way we do, totally different. We are to being in this path. We are going towards that day by day, baby steps we are doing, and we are trying to understand. Definitely, we are seeing the way we perceive the things previously to the now. There is a chance, but here even the soul cannot understand. That is why the light has to come and show that it is. Then once he understands, the doer understands, the light withdraws. The doer re-enters to the breath form. The darkness, completely the darkness, unconsciousness, the judgment was passed, So now he is ready to take the judgment. Okay, the world changes at one place. Instead of being the physical world, appeared doer on the earth. Now he is in the astral plane. A period of suffering begins. A period of suffering begins as the doer now enters into the first stage of the hell. So who enters the hell? Everybody has to enter the hell if you are actually doing some of the things, whatever the things. But here hell, as we describes in so many Puranas or so many things, what you're saying is the hell has no torches, no fire, no brimstone, no foul-smelling waters, nor any of the infernal agonies which the various religions have fabricated in the multitude that they will suffer in the hell. Nor there is a fork-tailed devil. There is no devil, but there is only one devil there. Can anyone tell? There is only one devil there in the hell. Who is that? I just want to know.
That's our mind, us.
Yes.
Not mind, but us.
Our thought. That's us. That's us. Yes. Yeah, totally. That's us. The devil, there is also a devil, its own devil. There's nothing but its own devil is only there. The breath form on which all the thoughts, their exteriorization, their effects, and left their marks, which were illuminated, adjusted by the light of the time of the judgment, now shows the pictures one by one. All the pictures will be shown by one. The more desires you fed, the stronger they get, the more means of gratification are the weakened. So the more desires you die, so though you feel that more hell. I'll tell you an example. Suppose you are so much hunger. Here he gave the couple of examples. Hunger. So you wanted to eat something so much. Okay. You are there. How much ever you want to eat, it will be there. It will be presented in front of you. You are eating. You are eating, but you are not actually satisfying. That satisfies because you don't have the physical body. There is there is no point that you in the physical body, when you are eating, after some point, okay, I'm full, I cannot eat. I can say that, right? But in the astral body, there is nothing. You can eat as long as you wanted to eat, but you are not satisfying your food hunger. Suppose you wanted to have the intercourse with someone. So that person that you are imagining, that person is there, but you are not getting that feeling, that satisfaction feeling. You are drinking, but you are not getting that kick. So that is nothing but hell. Whatever the wrong things that you do here, all the things will be shown there. And as long as you are doing that, but you will not get that satisfaction, that gratification feeling, you will not get them. That satisfaction feeling, you will not get there. All the things will be there. That frustration, right? That is the hell. So the more wishes that I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, so many things you want to do it. Suppose you wanted to drive one luxury car, you didn't do it. But there, that luxury car is presenting, the car roads are there, there is no gas, nothing, you need not buy, driving. But you're not getting some satisfaction. So you will not get that one. So the more you are attached to things, the more you have the wish list before you die. So all the wish lists, so you are clinging, so you will have the more hell. Selfishness continues in the past life. The desires possess the things of the others to hold them to oneself, return to the doer in the hell. But all the physical things have been swept away together with the means of getting them. All the physical things were gone, but they are getting away. Arrogance, if you are in the life, you spend an arrogant life. Arrogance is coming back after death also. Then the doer has arrogant desires. But there's nothing, no wealth you want to, you will get, but here you will not satisfy. The gratification will not be there. See, whatever that you have in the, it feels that yet not destroyed the feeling. So you got everything, but you have not destroyed that feeling. So that is nothing but hell. That kind of feeling that you are not satisfied, right? So that is nothing. So the lesser the desire, the little devils under the chief. None of the devils have formed there. They cry, they pull on the doer, they goad, they strain, they burn, each according to their own appetite, longing, or lust. So this is all your own thinking only. There is no devil. Physical form is not there. Of the sins against the own body, against itself, the doer lives over only the desires of the psychic state. The sins against the bodies and the doers of the others produce different effect. Of your own body, there's a one effect. If the sins against the other bodies, other people, it has a different effect. The doer lives over not only the desires which were involved in those sinful thoughts and acts, it is accused by the people who are wronged. Suppose there are people, right? So you will have, say, there are people who undergone that injustice. Suppose, let us take, you are a tenant and your owner was actually gave a hard time. You are a worker, your boss has given a very hard time. So your ruler has given a very hard time. Suppose in the Hitler case, so ruler has given a hard time to the different, and the judgment was passed, the wrong judgment to you. Or in the prison, you're whoever the prisoner take care, right? So he treat you very bad. So these people are the victims of the life, right? So the selfishness, corruption, indifference. So these victims will suffer one way because they wanted to show the agony on them, but they cannot show. But the other people, they feel in a different way, because whoever has actually done, suppose the one who treated them badly, if he dies, he wanted to treat badly again and then, but he's not getting that satisfaction. Okay, the victims felt pain, disease, shame, degradation, despair, all these things. These phase of the hell is worse than the sufferings that are actually happened in the physical plane. They suffer more. So all those doers in the hell suffer, but they do not learn any lessons. They suffer here, but they will not learn any lessons, because that astral plane is not the plane to learn the lessons. What is the plane to learn the lessons? It's only the earth. Earth plane is the only thing that you can learn the lessons. Why then they are suffering there? Because they wanted to purify their soul. Whatever that they have, because they're so, okay, this is what happened. So if they suffer, that they will remember that suffering and they will not do that mistake again. They will not repent again. That is why they wanted to make a strong impressions on their souls. That is the reason why they will. The suffering is not for the sake of punishment, but purify the breath form. So they wanted to purify the breath form. Punishment is reserved where? The punishment is reserved for the next life on the earth plane. So whatever we have done this life, it is not that you are taking punishment in the hell and coming again life and then again enjoying nothing. So the punishment again, that is coming as a cause and effect or karma or whatever you call it, as a different religions call it the different things. Those things you have to take on this earth plane only. After the doer has suffered from its desires, it remains on the form plane, the physical world and the form world. The doer so far experienced only the feelings and desires as a psychic destiny. They just have experienced the feelings and desires. It now begins to exercise one of its phase of thinking. So now next come to the thinking. Thinking, that is a mental destiny. So whatever that he has think about in the physical plane, right? The doer feels itself. It's a consciousness of itself in the human. Thoughts it had in the past life come to it, of the stiffing conscience and the mental laziness, of clinging and ancient creeds when outgrown, the lying and the perjury, denial of the life after the death, the time serving, the trustman, or ingratitude of all the thoughts sinned against itself, or the thoughts which sinned against the others, by which kept the others doing the darkness and delusion. That is what here, whatever, suppose because of your decision, somebody suffered. You don't know, because I suppose in the business, you, because of your wise decision, you may be thinking the other person has defeated and he lost his thing. He has to close his business. Because he has to close his business, he do not have the money. His son cannot study. His son has to stop and do the other things. Then do the other things, or his wife may get suicide and they commit the suicide because they do not have. So all these things you feel that no, it's a business, it's a common. Whatever I do, I did it. That is nothing. But as a pure soul, when you go and the astral body, you will understand that because of you, so many things, destructions happen. So because of your wise thinking, all these things has happened. You are thinking it is a common, because 10 people are there doing, and 11th people also, I can also do. It's nothing wrong in it. But the thing is, when because of you, when somebody suffered, that suffering, that thinking, you will see in the thinking destiny, the next mental destiny, and you will see that all the darkness, delusion, all the things. So that hell again you have to go through. First one is feelings and desires. Now it is a mental thing, mental destiny. It only suffers, it does not. Again, here also, it's only suffer. I did wrong to this person, I did wrong to this person, I did. So all the story, all the cinema is going on, all the movie kind of thing, your life is showing there. Then you will suffer. But again, you will suffer only to purify your breath, but you will not suffer. You will not actually learning anything there. For learning life, you have to come, those impressions, you have to come back to the physical earth to learn. You have to pay back. If you have did something wrong to the other person, you have to pay back in the next life. There's no chance. There's no chance, because you did 10 good things. Now, so many people will do that business, 100,000. So much they will do the business. They'll grab from the money and they will give some 10% or whatever it is to the God. We think that okay, it is done. So I did so many good deeds, or I just gave it to so many orphanages and all this. So good deeds you will have. That good things will come to in your life. Whatever the bad things that did you, that also will come. There's no nullifying. So all the positive account and negative account will be there. Both will be there. You have to take. Again, you have to come and take the birth and this earth, and you have to pay back. In these states, those living over again the feelings and desires, the thoughts the doer had, it has the breath form and its forces. Until now, it has the breath form and the four senses are all there. The thoughts loosen the doer from the breath form. At one point, after all these sufferings, the thoughts will loosen the doer from the breath form. Why I have to think? Why I have to do these things? So somewhere you will loosen these breath forms. Okay. These elements and the various colors, forms, movements, actions in the scene. You will see all these elements in the scene. Now the doer is losing the breath forms and everything is breaking up, separating, vanishing. The doer perceives that the things seem to be real in life and in hell were made these elemental. So all the things that were made real is not real. So those are just the elemental. So everything is getting apart, because the more knowledge that you are getting, right, the doer may try to hold on the breath form or any objects, but that dissolves the scene. So whatever that you are trying to hold or grasp, that is getting dissolved in the form plane. The forms changes to the other one. One form is changing to the other place. Suppose you are thinking that you like this and you are clinging, and that is changing to the other form. And also he says that one important thing here, I may missed while I'm just scrolling. So the strongest desires, right? The strongest desires when you are actually dissipating. So the strongest desires will come as it could be depending on your desire. Suppose you wanted to have some, you have a desire, as I told you, hunger, right? You wanted to have some kind of like meat, this kind of thing. So those things will come, the desires will be dropping. Those breath form, that things will be dropping, and those will come and meet in their respect to things. If it could be animal kingdom, it could be plant kingdom, it could be mineral kingdom, or anything, right? So those desires will drop. You'll be there, but those whatever the clinging things, all those things will be drop, and they will go as a. So that's why you will see that. Suppose if you are actually wanted to be, if you are loved so much, even in that, so you may born as a goat, you may born as a animals, whatever the love, are allowed to eat also, right? So you may be wanted to take them as your hunger or thing also. Those desires will drop, and they will be born as an animal in the thing. That is why you will be born, in the sense, not you actually, but your desires will have that magnetic power. That magnetic power and taking, that's why dust particles of your thinking, the dust particles are coming and meeting in the physical plane, the other part. So other animals are all the things that will happen. That is why I have so much doubt in so many days, because when we are when we are born as a person, then there's no going back. We have to be born as a, but there are, in some of the Puranas or some of the stories, you will see that they born as a goats, they born as a thing. Suppose so many people have read that Sai Baba Satcharita, they say that when the two goats are going, Baba will take them, and they say that they were the previous life, they were the people. It is the sense, the strong desires are born as a goats when you are having. So it also depends, even at the time of death. That is why the Bhagavad Gita says, if you remember me at the time of the death, then only you can reach me. If you are remembering something else, you will become that. So that is what here it is saying. The strong desires also will appear as the things, whatever the four senses, what you are clinging to that. So here only he says, but associated, the four senses are attached to the outward things. Assume some numerous animal forms of beasts, birds, fishes, or reptiles are ever-changing types. The doer feels the same time that it is and that it is not. The doer feels he is that it is not. It is his feelings and desires. His feelings and desires are coming, the dust particles are coming, and they are going as an animals, birds, fishes, and reptiles. It is coming and born, and they are actually there. The doer struggles with itself. This continues until the doer distinguishes and refuses to identify itself as these animals. Until and unless you are refusing, right? So, no, I am not these animals. Otherwise, you feel that because your wish or your strong desire went in the form of some animal in the earth plane, you think that you went there. You went there and you suffered. The thing is, you didn't go. Your strong desire went in the animal form. Until and unless you know that, you will have that you will have that hell. Then the forms and the feelings of the desire disappear, and the doer is free from them. So until and unless you are not free from them, you feel that you as born as that goat, or you born as that only, because your strong desire only went. So after that, the desire forms coalesce. Coalesce means that the mass, all your desire forms comes as a mass, and that mass is actually appearing. This is usually the one dominating desire form in which the multitude lesser merge. So some lesser attitudes merge, the dominating desires will come as a mass, and that mass will be taken. Now that the conscious of the doer is withdrawn, these desires no longer changes the forms they have become. These forms, few or many, now ready to leave the radiant state whenever There is a time, place, and physical animals of which they are types. Suppose they form as an animal, but the doer you separated, you understand, these are my desire, this is me. So you are separating yourself. All your desires are coming as a mass, and you understand that you are not your desires, you are not your wishes, you are not the things that you possess, you are not the kid, parent that you, because you gave the children. So you understand that you are not all these things. Then this mass, whatever that strong desires mass, they will go to the earth plane when time, place, and physical things, for all the things were combined. So these will be extra. You will see wonderfully how my thoughts are actually going and taking the form in the earth plane. You will be able to see that. Now we are saying, right, because we have to understand here. So there you will be able to see that at the birth of the animals, they go into the bodies of the other animals. So some of these desires will go to the body of the other animals. The doer now, without the breath form, without and the senses, it is in the now your breath form is gone, your senses are gone, all the things are gone. So now you are just that the form of the plane of the physical world. It is the consciousness as the doer portion that was in the body. Only that consciousness is there in your body. Only the feelings and desires come without persons, objects, events, and cause them. Now also some feelings are coming, but without persons, objects, events, cause them. So nothing. No persons is coming. The doer cannot see, hear, taste, smell, or touch. But it feels the feelings unmixed apart from the things produced them. Unmixed. Still that feelings of affection, feelings of passion, anger, need, greed. So these feelings are there, but you are not having your sense. So only some feelings you are feeling. Gradually one feeling is dissolved into another feeling. Gradually another feeling comes. What is that feeling? Gradually, when all your feelings were lost, when all your desires were gone, while all your senses were gone, another feeling will come, righteousness. Whatever you have done is right or wrong. Whatever the thought is coming, right or wrong. So these things, because now whatever that I am telling, all these things, right, you can experience on this earth plane itself when you are actually in this spiritual world. So initially you can see you have a lot of desire. I want that, I want this, I want this. But when you, as gradually when you are understanding that desires, you feel that these physical things are not important. Okay, chalo, whatever I have car to go to the point A to point B, it is okay. Whether it's a Mercedes or Honda or Toyota, it's fine. Whatever it is, it has to take me to the point A to point B. So that kind of thing, that subtle nature, you will get it. So initially you may have that anger or something. Suppose when you see the person, I can see the change in myself. Previously when I see the person, oh, that person did something to me, I'll remember all those things. Okay, I'll say hi and go something. Now if I see, okay, everyone is there having a consciousness, I just forget whatever that they have done. It's okay. With their understanding at that time, they did it. Now I should not remember. I should not talk about it. Now I can, with a plain heart, I can go and talk very happily. What are you doing? What is it? So that happiness will be there. You can radiate that happiness, because without actually having that all the bondage, whatever that he is saying in the astral plane, all the states you can experience in the real life also. In the real life, all these desires gone, all the objective desires were gone. So you will understand that you are the pure happy soul. You are the happy soul. You are just actually over. Your happiness is there, but what we think is happiness comes from car, happiness comes from relationship, happiness comes from other physical things. We are just actually one after the other, but later we are slowly understand we are the happy beings. What he is actually explaining in the astral plane, we are also in the spiritual path. You can experience in the physical plane here also. Gradually when we all know this, that righteousness feeling will come. Whenever I am doing something, whether it's right or not, is it right to do it? If it is not right, then you won't tend to do that one. That righteousness feeling will be there. And gradually the different, so that is also gone. That I-ness feeling will come. So what I have, the self feeling will come. The doer feels then the passion, sorrow itself. So what is the passion? What is the sorrow? The fires of the raging desires and the sorrow of the duties violated purify the doer, separate feelings and desires, the sinful from the righteousness. That sin also. Okay, whatever that time understanding I did it, I am not actually feeling. So feeling bad. So if you are feeling bad, you are in the hell. If you are that time only, I have that understanding. Now I have the understanding. So now I will not do it. So that sinful feelings were also gone. You are separating one by one, you are separating from your feelings. These feelings and desires are not attached to the outward things. They seek interior gratification. So these righteous feelings will seek interior gratification, not with the outward things, and want to absorb, hold, or control. There are the selfish attitude of the doer, which gratified by the outward desire, because previous things are all the outward desires. That is a selfish gratitude. And these are the cheap suffering, in inward gratitude. This was the devil, the ruling desire of the doer. There, the doer had passed through the hell. So if you are passing all these stages, so you are separating your desires, you are separating righteousness, everything was separated. Then you are purified, your breath form is purified, you came out of that purified, your hell period is done, you are done with the hell period and you are coming to the heaven. There is just one topic it was left, but I have to take a break for the next week because of my travel. The last one is the heaven, the reality. That is the last topic in the psychic destiny, which which we can discuss in the next session whenever it is. Right now I'll stop and I'll take your questions or your sharings. Anybody want to share your things or want to have any questions? Pin drop silence.
Yeah, Prasanna.